All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. Now, as a spiritual healer, essentially what I do is that I help you to become Christ-like, Buddha-like, and Krishna-like. And what that simply means is that I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. See, when we're talking about the Christ consciousness, Buddha, Krishna, or, what that simply means is anyone or someone who has attained that highest level of, I don't want to say perfection, I just don't want to, depending on how sensitive you are. But just so you guys know, when I'm talking about perfection, I'm not referring to being flawless. What I'm referring to is the highest level in terms of perfection. It's you successfully embody both your physical and your non-physical, or your spirit, or to fully know yourself, not only from a physical perspective, but also from a spiritual perspective. Now, in this channel, to give is to receive. Listen, what we do here, I use what I call the power of words. And when I'm talking about the power of words, what I'm simply referring to is what I call quotes, those wise saying, proverbs, because a lot of these things, the reason why I call them the power of words, because you can literally, they are very powerful. Because, a lot of those saying, it's like they're very short, but yet the amount of knowledge that they actually contain is just unbelievable. And also what's understood doesn't have to be explained. It's also like they speak to you in a way that, they almost demand your attention. They automatically bypass your conscious mind and be like, come here. That's why, I'm not sure if you guys ever, like sometimes, if you hear a quote for like the first time, depending on the nature of the quote, it grabs your attention automatically. You see what I'm saying? He's like, what did I do? And depending on the nature of the quote, it could be, let's just say, motivational. It could be, it may inspire you, or, what I'm saying? And you will automatically feel that way. So again, when I'm talking about the power of words too, here's something else that I'm not talking about. Here's something that I'm definitely not talking about, right? I am certainly not talking about a meaning of a word. Most people always like to say words are powerful. I have nothing against that. I understand the intention you put in the word. Yeah, all of that is nice and dandy. But when I'm truly talking about the power of words, when you truly get to see the word acting out on you, it's, for me, it's in those proverbs, those quotes, or poetry, lyricism, all that kind of stuff, especially poetry. And what you can see here is that even though they are all different respectively, but they all have something in common. And the one thing they have in common is how these things are being said. So truly, when I'm talking about the power of words, it's not the meaning of a word, but it's how those words are being put together to say something that otherwise, that, that even if I were to take the time to break it down to you, it still wouldn't be enough. It's almost like they have a certain way of grabbing your attention, which is, to me, it's just unbelievable. It's powerful to me. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, but you also get to see how the words is acting out on you. A lot of, church goers, you probably would see that. I know for me, that shit happens to me a lot, especially when I'm reading certain things. And depending on what's being said, man, I go like, it hits me a certain way. Oh man, I love that shit, bro. I love it. I love wisdom too. You know what I'm saying? So it hits you a certain way. It's like, it's so nourishing, fulfilling. You know, it fulfills me. So when I'm talking about the power of words, that's what I'm talking about. Now, in addition to everything I just said here, the wealth of wisdom. Okay, let's just say when we say what's understood doesn't have to be explained. I mean, there's nothing else to be said after that. If you get it, you'll get it. And the way those words are being put together, it's almost like, I mean, there's a bunch of other things. It's almost like they have the power to awaken certain aspect of you without asking for your permission. And for me, that shit gets me all the time. I'm a sucker for those shit. So what I do here is that in this channel, to give is to receive. Here's another one too. You know, as you can see, right? You know, it's just so much that is being said, and the wealth of wisdom. I mean, I mean, there's so many things that's being said. I mean, you would have to, you know, you have to delve inside of it. It's almost like what these things do. They demand your fucking attention, and then now it's like you basking into it, like you just, you know, eating all of the knowledge in it. So in this channel, to give is to receive, as a spiritual healer, I use a lot of those quotes, you know, as a mirror of wisdom, you know, to help you to reflect and to see yourself, you know, from a deeper perspective. And all of that, to me, it's all part of spirituality. And when I'm speaking of spirituality, it has nothing to do with, let's just say, belief systems. You know, what we're talking about here, it's a deeper understanding of who you are. Anyway, I'm not going to, you know, spend too much time on that. Now, a disclaimer. I have a disclaimer, okay? And mine is this one. Wisdom is wisdom regardless of where it comes from. So in other words, I'm saying that to say, in my channel here, I use quotes from different, it doesn't really matter where it came from or where it comes from. Because wisdom is wisdom regardless of where it comes from. I mean, if you're seeking for wisdom, you're going to get it here. And as a result, I use quotes from the Bible, from Christianity, from the Gnostics, from the Sufis, from the Quran. I mean, you name it. In fact, my next one's going to be from the Quran. You know what I'm saying? You know, from the, man, you name it. I got it for you. Because obviously wisdom is wisdom. And regardless, it doesn't matter where it comes from, because it will add to you. And that's the beauty of it. Regardless of what religion that you're a part of, when you get wisdom, it add more to you. It doesn't somehow turn you into something that you're not. You know, this wisdom here is not for you to be like, to be a follower of this or to be following that. But for me, I'm a follower of wisdom. So it's God over everything. Anyway, so I wanted to let you guys know about that. And in fact, this one that I'm going to be talking about tonight is from the Kabbalah. You know, the Kabbalah, just so you guys know, I guess, okay. I mean, it's like from the Torah, you know, kind of like the Jewish mysticism, right? And, oh man, do I need to go in there? No. We're just going to keep it short. That's all you need to know. And again, these guys, like I always tell you guys, right? Here's something else for me. And this is why personally, you know, when people talk about which God is better, I think you miss the whole point. Because even the Torah, You know, the Jewish mysticism, they talk about the tree of life, Kabbalah, the Kalipoth. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, the Masons. You know, ultimately, all of those different, let's just say, schools of knowledge, or esoteric or occult knowledge, or mysticism knowledge. And just so you guys know, you know, the mystique part of it, there's nothing spooky about it. You know, it's called, we are mystiques, only because, you know, the mystiques come from the word mystery. Like even in voodoo, just so you guys know, the word voodoo in itself, it means intro into the mystère. Or that's what we call it, mystère, but into the mystery. It's an introspective, you getting into what you don't know, which is yourself. All of us, all we're doing is discovering who we are. And as you take part of that journey, then you become a mystique. Life in itself, mysteries are all around you. It's all around you. There's nothing spooky. It's all around you. We are the mystery. Man, listen. I mean, to understand even our body, just the way our body works alone. You know, what is considered dust, because we're going to be talking about that. You know, the body, a lot of us tend to kind of look down on it, which I certainly understand. But even that in itself, you know, the body in itself is very intelligent, man. You know, how it recover and heal itself. And man, it's almost like it's an intelligence in itself. So that's why, man, I can't really, and I don't like to look at my body, and as most people used to look at the body, especially in our culture. We look at the body as something robotic. Your body is a lot more than that, baby. It's a lot more than that. It's not just robotic, like you put fuel in your body. And we all say, when we look at food, we always say, you're putting fuel, you know, it's the analogy of looking at our body like a fucking car. And if this is a car, well, this is a fucking intelligent car, bro. I mean, all I'm saying is it's not as mechanical as we're trying to make it appear. Because the body healing itself, the growth and all that shit that's taking place, come on, man. Come on now. Let's be fair, man. Let's not be too harsh on us, you know? Let's not look down on us like, you know, that let's not go that low. Your body's amazing, man. It's amazing. But anyway, I will touch up on the dust part of it too, because there's a point that's being made there. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand the context in which certain things are being said. But anyway, with all of that being said, you got the disclaimer. Okay, so wisdom is wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. So that's what we do here. So let's get right into it. As you see in the title, and that quote comes from the Kabbalah, which is a Jewish, I guess, mystic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But you know, anyway, so I already explained the whole mysticism aspect of it, you know, so it's not something for you to be spooked about, you know. It's us, okay? It's describing your very essence. In every religion or religious system, it's regarding us. And this is why when I always tell people, man, unfortunately, religion, due to ignorance, you know, it's almost like they separate Jesus from you. It's almost like who Jesus is and the things that happen are things of the past. Nothing of what's taking place now. You know, and somehow if you're a follower of Jesus, I mean, that's exactly who you are, a follower of Jesus. Whereas when we're talking about spirituality, shout out to Sifri Manel, because somehow today I was listening to him and he was saying that, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta say that. I gotta say it the way you said it, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because I have many. I listen. I'm repeating this understandably. Don't make no mistakes here. But anyway, but then he was saying, but with spirituality is different. And with spirituality, we are inspired to be like Christ. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is, even Christ told you that too. Check out all my recordings where I was talking about that. You could do even greater things than he did. To eat his flesh and drink his blood, you'll become just like him. What's the purpose of following Jesus if you're not going to become like him? It doesn't make any sense. The point, and again, and becoming like Christ, just so you guys know, this, when I'm talking about spirituality, and I forgot to mention that, this is a practical matter. This is how you become the best version of yourself as a human being on this earth, the very earth that you and I are living in right now. This is your only way to become sane. This is how you become sane. Otherwise, you become insane. Otherwise, you would fall for what is called the illusion. You would know who you are. You would have a limited understanding of who you are, because you would only look at yourself from a material perspective. And now through Christ, or Krishna, or Buddha, or in Voodoo we call it Guinée, through that, or the spirit, l'esprit, right? Then you get to look at yourself from a different perspective. And in so many words, what I'm going to be talking, and this is what this shit is all about. This is the only way, this is how you elevate. But anyway, so let's get into it. Dust never grows fruits. Man, wait a minute. Let me salute on that one. Now, this may be straightforward, but there's a whole lot that's being said here. As little or as simple this may sound, but you also got to keep in mind, the simplicity of life is very heavy. What you see that appears to be simple, there's a whole bunch of wisdom behind it. And let me say that too. I remember a wise man told me once, shout out to you, King. Nigga told me, hey man, life is like water trade. It looks easy on the surface, but for you to stay on top of the water, you pedaling a whole lot. That does something to me. Man, listen, man, when I hear shit like that, I'm saying, I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? Man. Oh, man. That kind of reminds me in my early days, man. My early days when, you know how they say the fear of God is the beginning of all wisdom. Although I broke it down on a whole different level, but, I guess not knowing the fear of the unknown, not understanding much about you and having that fear, it's the beginning of all wisdom. Because, I know for me, I had this dream at a very young age too, man, like probably was 9 or 10. I've seen people killing each other and all that shit. It's almost like that Terminator type of shit. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? If you see the movie Terminator, that's why I always, this bitch or whoever wrote Cameron, it was written by a black lady. I can't, Stewart some shit, right? Because she was talking about it, whatever the fuck. But then Cameron, what's that nigga? Cameron who? The nigga who did Avatar, because he's also the one who directed Terminator. So check this out, right? So in my dream at an early age, and this is a little bit of random. Relax, man. Come on, man. It's all love over here. So we talk of nothing and pretty much everything at the same time. So, but I'm not gonna keep you too long. But I'll make sure. Listen, man. I got something good for you. All right. I got you. Don't worry about it. You know, and I had that dream. So, and after I woke up, the dream technically was kind of like that. You know, the war that was taking place in that space. And when I woke up, man, you know, I had that fear inside of me. And then, you know, that was the beginning of me at a very young age, man, probably 8 or 9, bro. And then that's when, you know, my journey, so to speak, started. Can you believe that shit? Nigga, I was reading books, you know, because the guy that I was raised with, I thought he was my father, but he's not. You know, shout out to him. You know, thank you very much. I mean, shit, listen, man. Listen, guys. You got everything. Everything you need is with you. If you were born in the ghetto, if you were raised in the ghetto, you got everything with you, man. When you look at guys like Shaq, Eddie Murphy, or Jay-Z, my man Denzel, Denzel, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? All these guys came from the ghetto. Listen, man, the ghetto gives you something. And for me, although I was illegally adopted, I was trafficked as a kid, pretty much, you know. But I needed to be there for me to become this spiritual healer that I am. So in that sense, man, everything is perfect, bro. You got everything that you need. How you use it is on you. But all of that, for me to be a spiritual healer, I couldn't be speaking of shit that I don't know. Who the fuck was I gonna be healed or healing or help to heal? You know, have I not been around sick motherfuckers, man? You know, man? And when I tell you I've been around sick motherfuckers, the bottom of the bottom, man. Even myself as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck? That's how I knew never to trust them. So even though they kept me isolated, trying to make me feel like I was different, but yet they were telling me I am their kid, right? It almost like, shit, fuck you. Like, and, you know, it's almost like, I don't want to say they were beneath me, but I did feel that way. But I'm saying all of that to say, man, you got everything that you need, bro. You got everything that you need. Again, in my last recording, I was talking about how I have attained, I'm in a state of perfection. How I'm start to look at everything around me to the pure, all is pure, from a perfection perspective. And don't get it twisted. I am nowhere near fucking being delusional here. This is not someone who's negating or I don't see people killing each other. In fact, shit, nigga, I'll break it down for you. Like, no. But it's from a higher order. You know, I'm speaking from an order of Melchizedek, baby. Okay. What are we talking about, man? We're speaking from a higher order here. But anyway, I'm not going to speak too much on that. Why the fuck did I even bring that up? I had a greater point in mind. Anyway, it will come back to me. So, dust never grows fruit. You know, as straightforward this shit is, man, there's a lot that's being said here, bro. I mean, because, and I really like the contrast here, because then you got to ask yourself, I mean, yeah, kind of, I mean, obviously, right? But this is also telling you too, what bears fruit is also of life. It's of the spirit. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just slow it down. Let's just dumb it down for a minute, right? So in the Bible, they talk about dust. We were made of dust, and the body shall return to dust. And because of that, a lot of people, choose to look at themselves as being nothing. And just so you guys know, religion is pretty good at letting you know you ain't shit, right? And in fact, there was a I'm not hoping, I think it was a guy, right? And one of my shorts, he left me a comment. And the comment was, because he was saying, I was talking about humility, right? And then he posted something that he didn't even understand. But something to the effect that we are dust, meaning we are nothing except through God. Now, what he said is perfect, and it's in perfect alignment with what we're talking about here too. But I also want to let you guys know there's layers in this. And you also have to understand the context in which what is being said here. What this is saying to you is, obviously, when you look at yourself as from being a dust perspective, you're not going to bear any fruits. So what that statement was saying, if I'm something only in God, and if you're in God, are you still nothing? That's my question to you. You see, that statement was trying to tell you, you have to adopt a Godhead mentality. That statement was telling you exactly what this is saying in so many words, because when we're talking about dusk, the physical, just so I give you a deeper understanding of that, it's not necessarily you nothing. What this is talking about is it's a lower energy. You are in lower spaces. And then for you to elevate, to get in a higher space, this is when the divine now, for you to bear fruit. Oh man, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Because I want to break it down like to the fucking molecule here. Right? So when we're referring to dust, the dust that we're referring to is not necessarily nothing. And again, like I was telling you about the body, your body is very intelligent. But when you only identify with that, then you become limited. And this is where now you become part of the illusion. Because even your body is an extension of your consciousness. This is why we say a strong mind, a strong body. But a strong body doesn't mean automatically that you have a strong mind. It's imperative that you truly understand that. Because I know for me, as I transform mentally, listen, man, shit, nigga. I'm working on my 6-pack, baby. I'm about to, man, listen. And not just that, when you put your own energy into yourself too, listen, you glow, oh man. You tell me what side I look better on, baby. I have a few fools who trying to put beauty magic on me. You tell me what side I look better on. The more magic they do, the better I look. And they can't stop. And I love it. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. Man, you know what this is. Act stupid all you want. You can act stupid all you want. We know where this is going. Just a matter of time, baby. And time is ticking. It's of the essence. Trust me. It's of the essence. But anyway, so just so you guys know, at times, I got to make sure, because I got all type of people looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Watching me. People who love me, people who hate me. I got to make sure they all get theirs. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, shit, I don't even know why they watch me. I mean, it's not gonna make you happy. You know what I'm saying? That's how much you don't even love yourself. But anyway, hey, who should you be watching anyway? I'm the light of the world. Huh? Who else you gonna watch? Come on, man. I'm something you've never seen before. You thought you knew. Well, look again. Stick it in. They thought I was pussy. I'm like, what? Well, stick your dick in. Stick that dick in. I mean, shit. I mean, hit it. Like, how the fuck do you say? You know what I'm saying? On my wall. Hit my wall. Stick it to me. All of it. Hey, man. Alright. Anyway. Going back to what I was saying, guys. Again, you know what I'm saying? Forgive me. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure, because I got a mouthful for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure everybody get theirs. You know? Hey, I'm just trying to keep it fair. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, it would all make sense in due time, too. You know, for those of you who follows me, who's been watching me, it will all make sense. You know what I'm saying? It may sound a little crazy right now, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm ahead of my time, baby. You know, well, I'm way ahead of my time. But anyway, man, you had the quantum leap. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different conversation. But now, when we're talking about dust, right, going back to the whole dust aspect of us, because in the Bible, when they talk about dust, you know, it's not necessarily means nothing. But the word nothing is used, you know, as a way to emphasize on how the spirit, you know, God is everything. You know, and that's the point of that. But now my thing is, and even to the brother who or the sister, I'm not sure who made the comment, which I really love, by the way, because now I'm building more on it. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, he who does not have, you know what I'm saying, they would take away the little that he has and to give it to somebody who has more. So now I can use that even in a better way, you know, to bring more clarity to those who needs it. But anyway, man, you know, it is through now. Oh man, I was gonna say it was through God that we elevate. So dust never bear fruit. What this is also saying too, oh my God, it never grows fruit. Because this is also trying to let you know, although, you know, again, it all depends on how you're looking at it. Because the whole aspect of dust, listen, energy is everywhere. Even in stones, even in what you called, in fact, quantum physics. And you guys should definitely get into that. Because quantum physics is changing the whole game. A lot of us, unfortunately, due to ignorance, we don't even pay attention to it. But quantum physics is telling you everything around you is energy. This is not me. This is not the mystiques. This is not, you know what I'm saying, some spiritual belief bullshit. This is their observation and studies. And then now what they're saying, what they call in material, is condensed energy. So energy is all around you. I mean, where do you think electricity comes from? I mean, I don't know. We call it prana or we call it air. I mean, all of that shit. You know, everything is in nature. There's a whole bunch of shit around you, bro. That niggas are using in labs, even the Bluetooth shit. All that shit, bro. With the air. Like, this is why, like, I mean, you mean this life is a mystery, bro. But if you're ignorant, simply means you're not aware of those subtle things. Then now you only look at yourself from a dust perspective. And this is where now, unfortunately, you will never grow fruits. This is also what the Bible means by, the word, not the words. What did they say? What the fuck? The fruit of the flesh. The flesh would only gives you death, man. Do you see what I'm saying? This is you choosing a woman because of her fat ass. This is flesh. You don't see the fruit in her. You don't see the life in her. You don't see the spirit in her. Choosing a girl because she got a fat ass, bro, or she got a cute face. I'm not saying you shouldn't be attracted to that. Shit, I'm attracted to it myself. And not to mention, I'm not too bad myself. But understand this. Oh man, I'm a deluxe package, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'll make this look good on top of this looking good. Do you understand what I'm saying? The true beauty of me, it's my inner beauty, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? You got me fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? So again, man, a lot of you guys are looking at life from a dust perspective, man. You don't see fruits in nothing. When you're only looking at the people from a physical perspective, that's what happens. And when you do, guess what? That's why you misjudge people. That's when, you know what I'm saying, you think people, or if you're looking at somebody because of their titles, this is all dust. This is all dust. And this is where, just like they say, when you judge a book by its cover, but the book in itself, it's never the cover that makes the book. It's what's inside of it that makes a book a book. How dare you judge a book from its cover? That already. I mean, you're not bearing any fruits at all. See, ironically, I mean, not just ironically, this is how this, as simple as this may sound, and this is where, I mean, there's so much analogy that's coming out of that shit. That's how deep the wealth of wisdom that is hidden in that simple little fucking quote. It's fucking amazing to me. So for you to elevate yourself is through, I mean, what grows fruits. And even in the Bible, when Jesus is talking about the tree, you know, what is it like when he cursed out the tree that didn't bear no fruit? This is your energy vampires. This is when you don't go within yourself. This is when you don't see God in yourself. So we only elevate through God. Ironically, I had this recording where I was talking about that last night, in fact. I was talking about that shit last night. And I said I was going to talk about this tonight. Oh, here I am, nigga. I guess, you know, I'm keeping up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm a man of my word, nigga. I'm a man of my word. So again, going back to the point here, it's like, man, our elevation, what makes us who we are, this is why it's important. You have to be born again. Being born again simply means this time you used to look at yourself from a dust perspective. Now that you know Christ, or you have awakened to the Christ consciousness, you can no longer look at yourself from a dust perspective. So you mean to tell me after I have Christ in my life now, you mean to tell me, for me, I would have to say that I'm not shit only through Christ? No. That was then. Or that was in my initiation. Or, you know, when I got initiated. But now that I'm walking in Christ consciousness, nigga, you can't tell me I ain't shit. There's no dust over here. I am that I am through God. And this is that, well, shit. That's the point. I became the very thing that I'm talking about. You know, and this is why even to talk about this conversation, to me, it's a privilege, man. What's, is there any better conversation than this? Only if you're ignorant, bro. Only if you're ignorant. There's no news greater than this. When we're talking about you, talking about us, our reality, who we are, our essence, our greatness. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at yourself from a dust perspective, and even, never grows fruit. So when you say, without God, you're nothing. But if you have God now, what are you talking about? Do you have him or you don't have him? Do you see what I'm saying? And I realize people like to say that they're saved. When they say they're saved, especially in religion, that simply means they have accepted, not that they have changed. They call it change, but it's not an internal change. It's a physical change. Meaning, maybe they don't go out to parties anymore. And ironically, the very Jesus that you're talking about, this nigga used to party, man. The nigga first miracle was at a fucking party. You see what I'm saying? Nigga turn water into wine, nigga. Even though there's a whole other meaning with that. But let me just use that, because since you're looking at it from a physical perspective, and this is what I'm saying, even the physical perspective that you're looking at, you don't even fucking understand it. This shit is crazy to me. Not only, the whole Christ understanding, it's esoteric understanding. But the people who claim to know him, and they claim to know him from a physical perspective or historical perspective, you don't even understand that. Do you see what I'm saying? If Jesus turned water into wine, let's just say we're talking about this shit from a physical perspective. And you know what? Maybe I will do a recording on that. I will do a whole video on that. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow though, but I will do that, because that shit is deep. But anyway, even that you don't even get. You see, but that's when I also realize people look for, based on your knowledge. The Bible says, ye are gods, you are all gods. But none of you use that reference, because that's not where you at. And I get it. I certainly understand it. We all use it for what suit us. And for me, to the pure, all is pure, being of the spirit, so I'm going to look for the shit that has to do with spiritual shit. Hey, I hope the way you look at it, grows fruits for you. And I can tell you, let me not lie to you. The way you're looking at it ain't doing shit for you, but just talking about it. There's no experience, there's no transformation besides you talking shit. All you motherfuckers do is like a pig who wear lipsticks. And that's what your pastors are. That's why they fucking little boys. They're doing all that shit. They talk of God, but they don't know God. Because to know him, it will transform you, bro. When you know of God, when you look at all the saints, or even Christ, all of that, it was a representation of that. Me being a man of God, you're going to look at me. When you see me, you see what being a man of God is. With my heart, with the way I treat other people, the way I love people, the way you're going to see that, nigga. Do you see what I'm saying? But you claim to go to church every fucking day. Your life, I mean, you're looking down on other people. You know what I'm saying? You're not even a team player. You don't need... Man, fuck out of here. The people... Listen. I was illegally adopted. That family, one of them is a Jehovah Witness. She's a hoe, a liar, and all that shit. Meanwhile, goes to church every motherfucking week, bro. You know, these are the people who do shit for other people's validation. So they look good. That's what they do shit for. The true Christ consciousness, we don't do shit for people. I'm me when you don't, when I'm not, nigga, please. Shit, nigga, please. In fact, I would rather show you in public that I am like, I speak, I use nigga, I use all that shit. I would rather show that to you in public. That's how much I don't give a fuck about your validation. But in closed doors, this is God over everything. I'm not seeking for the validation you motherfuckers are looking for. Because you weak-minded. Or have no heart. Or because you don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny how... and Eddie Murphy even talk about that shit. You know, America's Dad. Eddie Murphy's America's Dad. But he was the nigga holding his dick, saying all nigga shit and cursing out, doing all that shit. But the nigga who wouldn't use profanity, who wouldn't say none of that shit, was fucking a whole bunch of bitches. Those are your church people. That's what you do when you're not fully transformed, but you're talking nice. You're talking that bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always the motherfuckers who, oh my God, how did it say that? I wouldn't use profanity. Yeah, you don't use profanity, but you live in a profane life. Oh, I've been around it. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. When these motherfuckers, we see that family, when these motherfuckers are, niggas gonna be like, no way. Yes way. Yes way. Yes way. Yes way. And those are the people, like, you know, when you don't change internally. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, a pig is gonna be a pig. A lot of you fuckers are wearing makeups, man. You just got makeup on, man. That's all it is. But the true transformation, the people who truly transform, man, listen. Like me, I'll give you, and that's why I always tell people too, man. If you can't tell me how stupid you used to be, you're still stupid, motherfucker. You're still stupid. You know what I'm saying? Do you realize it's always the people who truly change, man, who open up about who they are, who open up about their mistakes. Do you notice that? That's what transformation does to you. To truly change. This is why, like, for me, like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I say nigga, I say whatever the fuck. I guess I'm stupid. I'm not as educated as you is. Oh, let me guess. You are. You went to college. Man. You know, you guys are falling for the okie doke, man. You know, and that's the fruit that I mean, if you, come on, man. Dust never grows fruit, man. It's only through the divine. that you're gonna live a life of integrity. It's only through the divine. This is why the word's got to be made flesh. As you're being born again, meaning before you used to look at yourself only from a physical perspective. The dusk, the lustful life, you fucking, you doing all that shit. When you become, that doesn't mean you don't fuck, you don't do none of that shit. But like I said, I keep nigga. Man, if that family hired a hoe to give me HIV. Trash, like what? Wow, like you're not even worth me. Like, why would I stick my dick in you? You trash. Now, granted, I did fuck her in the past, one time, and that was the worst pussy I ever had, bro. When I tell you, and I'm talking about, I was 21, and now I'm 43 or 44. Honestly, I don't really know my real age, but based on what they gave me, you know what I'm saying, I'm 44 or 43, whatever the fuck. I'm not keeping track, right? And we're talking about 20 something years ago. And this bitch, she's probably 3 or 4 years younger than me. No, 3 years younger. 3 years younger, if I'm not mistaken. 3.5 years younger. When I tell you the pussy was like, I don't know what the fuck was inside of that pussy, bro. Like, I stick my, bro, like, hey, we all have, hey, niggas, come on now. We all have that. Well, it doesn't have to be my experience, nigga. But, some niggas have, experienced some stinky pussy and shit. You know what I'm saying? I have not been exposed to that. But her pussy was probably stink too. Because when you have a pussy like, ladies, let me say this to my ladies. Oh my God, ladies. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going inside of that fucking hole, bro. Yo, since then, I never fucked that bitch, bro. Never, ever, ever. That was the worst pussy. It's like you sticking your dick in there and you thinking, and if I'm 21, she probably was about 18, bro. Or maybe I was 22. It's either I was 22, she was 19, or I was 21, she was 18. And it was my college days. And, in those days, too, I was just doing my fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want no relationship, you know what I'm saying? I was just fucking. But anyway. Man. I'm saying that, why the fuck did I even bring that shit up? Why did I bring, what was the point that I was making? No. Yeah, yes. So being born again now. You know what I'm saying? I can't be just fuck a bitch just to fuck a bitch, man. Like, I got, nigga, what's up, man? What kind of pussy you got? Not just what kind of pussy you got, what kind of person are you too? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't be like, I don't want no headache, bro. You know what I'm saying? Certain pussies, man, like, yeah, you can keep your pussy, bitch. Keep your pussy. And this is the bitch now. Mind you, this bitch thought I was in love with her. And simply through my transformation, bro, and I swear to you, man, through my transformation, and I saw how low she was, I knew how ghetto this bitch was, man. But this is around the time I didn't understand. She gave me a great lesson too. That's why I love you. I love you more. And I'm going to show you the other side of how I love you too. Because I love you on all levels. Anyway, the biggest lesson was, you know what I'm saying? There's people you do not help. And that was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. I knew she was her hoe, hanging out with hoes. Nigga, do you know I try to give this bitch like books and shit? I'm talking about a whole low IQ motherfucker. And I try to give her books for her to read, trying to help her to be better. This bitch was born in the fucking States, and then she's following the footsteps of her mother as a fucking immigrant. I'm like, nigga, you should have went to college. Like, you know, like, and then her mom too. Oh, man. Trash, bro. It's almost like one of those mothers, almost like, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm the best. This is what I do. You do what I do too. Not helping her to be the best. Not getting her the help that she wanted. And guess what? Those were the people that she loves. Those were the people that she thought was looking out for her. And then she thought she was smarter than me. In fact, she was the one my family, well, not my family, the people that I was raised with hired to give me AIDS, bro. And then I remember she came up and asked me, she was going to move in with her mom. I'm like, yo, my family, and I know she went back and told them. I told her my family's bullshit, bro. Because I always knew not to trust these people. You see, I never told them what I knew about them. They thought they knew about me. They thought they knew me. All right then. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Man, listen, man. This lady, you know, got together with my baby mother. Man, my baby, oh man, listen. When this shit comes out, hey man, it's everybody I rejected. Those are the people that they embraced. And then now they're using my reject to control me. This is how stupid these motherfuckers are. You know what I'm saying? But, like I tell them, man, we play dumb, but I've never been a fool. I am as wise as a serpent and as a wolf, as cunning as a fox, as bold as a lion, and having the state of mind of a dog, man. Anyway. It's done mentally. Oh, we're gonna dance. You know what I'm saying? Now these motherfuckers, they wanna talk. Talk about what? Nah, nigga. Nah, I want the same thing you want. What you wanted, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm staying on. What? Come on, man. You never ruled this. You never had any control over it. You thought you did. Did you? Okay. Keep the same energy, baby. And I have no hate in my heart. You know, forgiveness is for me. And for me alone. Every man has to put up with what. Listen, man. Yeah, man. You're going to have to look at your hey, man, listen. It goes for everybody, man. You're going to have to put up to your own deeds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I never hurt anybody intentionally. Nor looking to hurt anybody, bro. What's the gain in that? What do I gain in looking to hurt somebody, bro? Life in itself, it's so fucking difficult. It's so fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? I would rather, listen, man. I would rather be a brother of you, like, you know what I'm saying? Both warriors of life, man. You know what I mean? I'll give you a hand if you don't know how to do it, baby. Why do you think I'm doing this work, baby? Huh? Why do you think I'm doing this work, man? Man, I went up the mountain and now I'm down, man. Why do you think I'm giving you this work? I would rather lend you a hand, bro. Why would I kick you down? On what occasion? I have no bones of jealousy on me for ain't nobody, bro. If you got money, you successful, congratulations, man. In fact, man, listen, I'm inspired. I always loved people who was working hard, bro. There was a guy when I was young, and then the people that they thought I loved the guy because of his money. No, bro. I loved the guy because of who he was, man. A good-hearted person. This guy, listen, man, he helps a whole lot of people, including the person that claimed to be my mom, even help her. And she's so dumb. When life give you, listen, man, when God, man, listen. When life gives you certain gifts, bro, to have someone like him in your presence. This guy came from the countryside of Haiti, came to fucking Port-au-Prince, became a fucking millionaire, bro, and was teaching her, help her to open up a business. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think he was fucking her. You know, well, she's a hoe. I mean, in fact, there was somebody else who was fucking her. Somebody else who was playing her. Oh, man, trash, bro. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there's no coincidence. This woman, when that guy was teaching her how to develop, work on her business, guess what? That's when I'm a lady. I can't do everything by myself. She was not open to learn, nor to grow, to develop. Those are the people who are stupid and claim and want to stay stupid, bro. And all of those stupid people, they all work together. This bitch didn't want to grow, didn't want to, elevate. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, the person who raised me, listen, it's a shit show. It was the blind leading another blind. She fuck up their lives. And here's something crazy, right? She got with my baby mother. Of course, the whole purpose was to hurt me. And they were telling her to do things that she doesn't even do. Like, she's trying to act like she knows men. And when I tell you this bitch, like, she'll do anything for niggas. She's the one to fight for me. That's my man, I'm gonna fight. And then for her, because she wanted to hurt me, trying to tell her, hey, this is how, man, listen, man. I used to go see my daughter and shit. At that time, man, that's a whole bunch of shit, bro. And then she was behind all of it. And I knew everything, bro. You know what I did? I just removed myself, man. You know what I'm saying? But I keep all of them closer. Because I'm the type, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. I got to keep you closer. I got to figure out a whole bunch of... I'm like, okay. Give me more. And in their mind, because I'm not speaking out, I'm not saying nothing, they got me. And which they never got me. I understood what was behind it. I'm not going to fight. I didn't even go. In fact, at one point, because I wanted to see my daughter, I kind of went to court for that. And I'm like, you know what? What am I doing? I'm falling into that. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. But then again, too, there's a lot of other science. You know what I'm saying? I can't give away yet. But anyway. But I'm saying all of that to say, blind always lead the blinds. Like, if you're being led by a blind, man, you're going to get in the same ditch, like in the same pit, man. The same hole. Even a bigger hole. And then she lied to them because she's a liar. And her purpose, was to just hurt me. And then get them and my baby mother. And here's something else too. Man, this is when, listen, I knew she was not worthy, bro. Was not the pussy, it was my intuition. And this is when I understand, your intuition is not a safety net. Your intuition is there to guide you to where you need to go for you to grow. Let me say that again. Your intuition, that's why you always, like for me, it's always been God over everything. You heard? This is the part of me that Scotty didn't know. But it's not just that. And let me just speak from a physical perspective real quick. Listen, nigga, I became an accountant. I got my master's. I was gonna get the CPA till, you know what I'm saying, my people came through like, yo, you're going this way. But I'm saying all that to say, they have all this proof in front of them. And they knew, like, listen, man, I have accomplished more things than even their own kids. When I tell you my story, the Cinderella story, and then they do everything to make me, I'm crazy. They got a fake power of attorney over me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm stupid myself. This dude here, who's an accountant, you know, and all that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the whole thing behind it was for them to steal my inheritance. Man, I lived a lie. My life was a lie for over 40 years, bro. And not to mention the sabotage. Baby mother working with them, ex-friend, you know what I'm saying, working with them. You know, it's the Truman Show. Everybody knows things that I don't know, and here I am. They laughing at me. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, now I'm the rabbit that got the gun. They went even, oh man, and their magic are good too. You know, doing black magic. And for me, listen, man, like I'm trying to tell you guys, man, listen, man, there's nothing, again, these people would never talk about voodoo. Voodoo? What the fuck is this? Oh, no, this is not, none of that shit. Hey. And they orchestrated that on purpose. When I was in my journey, they were pushing me to go to the fucking church. Because they know what church does to you. And like I said, what they didn't know was everything I was doing after that. My path. You know what I'm saying? Meeting my guardian angels. My astral traveling. My initiations. You know what I'm saying? Dambalashi. Papali. Oh, nigga. Well, touch me if you can. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And by the way, you could take this part to your practitioner. Anybody. Try me. I put my life into. Try me. Your practitioner will get it. Right on the spot. Try me. Nigga. Man, listen, man. Don't make me raise my voice, lady. Try me. The fuck? Man, listen, man. And this is why, again, man, what I'm trying to tell you guys, man, the spirit world, all of this is spiritual, bro. And unfortunately, to a lot of you guys who don't know much about voodoo, you always look at it from a witchcraft perspective, other people hurting people. No, there's a lot. I mean, it's the Christ consciousness, bro. But anyway, you may not be ready for that yet. Maybe that was a little too harsh. All right, let me, you know what, forget that I mentioned that. Forget that I mentioned that. That could be harsh for a lot of you. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you are on your journey. But anyway. Come on, man. Shit, they got me fucked up. But anyway, I was saying all of that, man. God damn, I don't even know. I kind of went off on that shit. Anyway, man. I mean, I guess it needed to be said, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit's I mean, I love it, B. It's crazy. You know, but that also goes to show you, man, the path of the one. You know, just like you see in the Bible, anybody who's been, you know what I'm saying, with God, man, that's what you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? And even when we're talking about certain energy and all that shit, you know, it's how you use it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, the dusk and all that shit. I had to let you guys in on some personal shit that needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? And just to see how funny shit are. You know, that's why you have to learn how to look at people past what they look like. Because these people, the facade that they've been wearing, the makeup that they wear, that they fucking wore, but they fucking trash, bro. There's no love among them. Like, I see the way they each talk about each other behind their back anyway. I mean, those are the stupid motherfuckers. Like, one cannot do anything by themselves. Like, it's almost like even when, like, this one has to be in a job, and then now let me put you on. Like, that kind of shit. Like, no one is doing nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch that they hired, man, yo, this is someone I was trying to help, bro. And this is what, I mean, that was the biggest lesson too, man. And I'm glad. I thank you for it. Now, I got to give you a reward for it too. I will give you a reward for it. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Now, this bitch trying to want to talk like she didn't know. Like, who give a fuck when you do what you don't know? What you don't know, or you got to pay for what you don't know, nigga. It's all of our responsibility to know. What I don't know hurt me. You know different, bitch. Everybody. What you don't know, that's why your responsibility is for you to know. It's my responsibility. It's your responsibility. It's her responsibility. That's your responsibility. What you don't know, hey, I always get you. What the fuck you didn't know? Oh, shit, all right? I didn't know neither. I didn't know about you neither. I knew enough about you, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. And then I was in love with you. I will show it to you. I promise you, baby. They said, I love you. I will show it to you in due time. You know what I'm saying? That's why, hey, listen, man, and I tell these guys that too, man. I mean, do your worst, bro. Do your worst. Go, you would spell, come on, man. Do your worst. You know what I'm saying? How I'm coming? Come on, man. You should know it by now. You should know it by now, man. Saying, I mean, you lost over here, man. You in the wrong neighborhood. And there's no getting out of this one. You literally lost. And you're going to be lost. Anyway. Salamabi. Crack. Oh yeah, you sorry you didn't know? Oh my God, I didn't know. Okay. What to talk about? What is there to talk about? They don't want to talk now because they're losing. You want to do the right thing. You feel bad because you're losing. But you didn't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there was a point, and I knew, man, that's certain shit I don't think I'm ready to talk about yet. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably have that in my book. In the book. It's going to be in the book, though. You know what I'm saying? But let me just say this much, because I knew, you know what I'm saying? And I know they're different magic, too. When my baby mother do magic on me, and I did tell her not to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know all their magics. And I know when. These dummies, I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Doing you know what I'm saying? Just wait for the next moon, right? Wait for it. But anyway, the part that I wanted to say, like, man, when they were on my energy, and then, you know, I can't talk too much about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I could feel like these niggas were doing, was chanting and all that shit on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because being a seer, they didn't know that. I'm like, oh, That's what, but her skill too. She was very skilled too. She used to do astral traveling. You know what I'm saying? And I used to know every time she came next. I'm like, who the you? And then she would just run away. Do it again. Do it now. Do it now. You should try it again. You know what I'm saying? And you lucky too. And I told you that. I haven't even touched you yet. Trust me, if I would have touched you, I wouldn't even be talking about this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you may not go back to your body. Do it now. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, wait. You know what I'm saying? You big bad wolf, huh? You're a big bully, huh? Give me more. Give me more. Man, listen, man. Man, guys, listen, man. But anyway. Hey, you guys were definitely on for a show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got you on a little bit of that inner experience. And, hey, man, you know, it's that time. You know when I know it's time. You know what I'm saying? But, man, be careful out there, man. You know what I'm saying? God over everything, bro. God over everything. The way to elevate yourself, you know, what bear fruits, what grows fruits, you know, you got to understand it's the spirit, the fruit of the spirit. Compassion, love, joy. And here's the thing, man, nigga, shit, you know what I'm saying? I make poverty look good, nigga. All my life, man, being raised with these people, you know, they were stealing my money. This lady used my social security number, open up accounts under my name. Told that bitch to do, like, she did taxes under, oh man, so much. They don't know what's coming. They don't know how bad it is. They know they fucked. They don't know how bad though. Whew. You know, sometimes this is where I'm like, oh man. I mean, I saw a few things. I'm like, oh man, take me out. I would not want to be you. So my advice to you, keep adding more to you. You know what I'm saying? It's always what you don't know that always gets you. And there's a lot that you guys don't know. You think you know. Do you? Well, I'm here, you here. You know, man, we gonna find out. You gonna find out, I'm gonna find out. Fair game. May the better men win. I wish you success. That's what I can say. Man. You see, dust, lust, jealousy, all that shit gives you nothing, bro. Gives you nothing. Hate gives you absolutely nothing but hurt, but regrets. This is why it's important for you to elevate yourself through God, through the divine. This is our only sanity. That's when you get to have love and compassion. And then you don't judge, you don't compare yourself with others too. Because when you find God in you, listen, man, if you're not happy with little, you're not going to be happy with a lot. This is where the illusion is. This is why people who have more always trying to get more. If you think having more money is going to make you satisfied, that's not the case. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. You know, look at the people who got money. I do too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was hating on. Innocent. Living life. Pro-life. You know, man. You know, busy loving. When I tell you this lady hated me, bro, the hate this lady had for me, bro, for just me being myself, for what she sees in me that she's not, man. And the hate, the things that she does, man. And then now they want me to feel like a certain way because of your hate. Your hate is not my hate, bitch. You the one drinking poison, not me. I mean, it looks ugly. When I look at you, it's like, you guys are that ugly. But why would that like make me feel a certain way? If anything, I'm glad I'm not you. That's what it does for me. I'm like, wow, man, I'll never be that. This is what, you know what you do for me? I'll never be you. There's nothing about you that I want to be like. I would never, ever be you, nor even trying to be like you. That's what you do for me. Because I've never seen trash, ugliness, pigness, like bottom of the bottom shit in my whole life, but with you guys. And that's what I'm thanking you for. Why would I hate on that? For me to hate on you because you hate on me, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Why would I be trash? Why would I want to be trash like you? Because you trash. When was the last time you saw trash you wanted to become like trash? I'm running away from trash. It smells, the stink. Oh, it stinks, man. And that's what you think I would be missing? There's nothing to miss. There's nothing to miss, bro. There's nothing for me to go back to. What have you guys offered me to go back to you? It was not love. It was not appreciation. What is there? And then you guys trying to bind me to, what is there for me to be binded to? What am I binded to? To trash? Y'all want me to go back to trash. I was going to miss trash. I would have to be trash myself. That couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. Wow. But anyway, man, enough said, guys. I gotta go. It's been over an hour. And yo, I gotta get back, because I wanna keep pushing this channel too, so we could talk about more quotes and all of that. But anyway, going back to dust, never grows fruits, man. It still lets you know that for you to grow fruit, I mean, to the pure all is pure. For you to get there, you gotta know how to get there, baby. Even though you've never been there. So it's the essence, meaning you have to be born again. You have to be born of life for you to bear fruits. And for you to be born again, what this is referring to is at one point we all looked at ourselves from just a physical perspective. You put things in your mouth, whatever the fuck. But then now, as you being born again, meaning now you know spirit in you. Because the way you used to be, that dust will never bear fruit. And I was saying all of that to you, those people who act from the flesh, the lustful, living by flesh. Those are the 7 sins. Jealousy and all that shit. It will never bear fruit to you, man. And here's something else too. And here's something, they all heard about it, but somehow they thought it didn't apply to them. Every motherfucker's doing bad shit. I always think anything in the darkness will be, listen, in due time. There's nothing hidden. It will come out like, it's gonna, I can't recall exactly what the saying is. What the fuck? All right, let me get it together. You know what I'm saying? Nothing would forever be hidden. The truth eventually will come out. What doesn't comes out in the wash is gonna come out in the rinse, bro. Or if it doesn't come out in the snow, it's gonna come out in the thaw. They always tell you could lie for fucking 100 years, and then you're in 101 day, the truth's gonna come out. They know that shit, but they're smart. It never's gonna happen to them. You must be crazy. There's nothing hidden under the sun. They thought she was gonna take that shit to her grave. And here's something else too. They killed their own parents. They killed other family members for insurance money. Bro, I was raised in a man. And here I was walking around being about love, and then, you know, I was raised around killers. And I'm a killer too, though. They just didn't know how I do my thing. Fair game. They have me hidden in plain sight, and I was hidden from them. You know, that woman, she lost her kid. She was pregnant. That's how she was able to usher me in. And there's other people too that I'm not, man. It's almost like you never seen like everything was in front of you, but you couldn't make sense out of it. And then when you got this awakening, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's why I'm waiting on the fucking FBI too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they probably have them too. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have it, I got some shit for y'all niggas too. You know what I'm saying? And because at this point, you know what I'm saying, I got to keep it light because they're trying to figure out how much I know. Nothing, nigga. What I know, don't worry about what I know. Worry about you. Where you going? This is what I know. You're going to pay me all my money back. You're not going to get my fucking inheritance. That life insurance you have on me, shit, you better put it on yourself. Man, you have no idea what's coming. You know, how you'll be publicly known. You know what I'm saying? Your bloodline. You know, one of those women that I was talking about, I mean shit. I'm going to leave that alone. Man. Your the reputation y'all care so much about. Listen. Really? Care so much about that you work so hard to protect. Man. This is going to be for the books. It's going to be history. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys know on this one. And as always, I got to leave you something for you to take with. If anything I told you didn't take anything with you, which I hope you guys are smarter than that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you these anyway. Some, you know what I'm saying? Before you cross the street, man, make sure you look up and down. You know what I mean? Respect the elders. And the elders, it's not the ones in just in age, you know, the one with the wisdoms. That's what I'm talking about respecting your elders. These motherfuckers are no elders of mine. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I was a gift to them. Just like this lady, going back to what I was saying, let me just finish up that point. You know, we had this guy who was there to teach her, show her the rope to develop as a person, but gossiping, lying, cheating, being a lesbian, all that shit, that's what she's comfortable at. And again, let me say this before, I have no issues with people being lesbians, but the reason why I'm saying is because she's hiding that shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not her, you know what I'm saying? But you all that, bitch. And you a hoe. Always fucking niggas that got their own wives. This is the lady who was teaching my baby mother how to be a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lying to her. I was raised with them. I've seen there was a guy, you know, not too far away from where we live, fucked her. There was another guy, and then you keep seeing baby mothers who used to come to the crib. Hey, leave my man alone. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. These people were happiness, like would they go into people's house to break, like, okay, I'm not happy. I don't want you to be happy. Those were the people, bro. When I told you, man, psychologically, when I process all this shit firsthand, that's why I'm here to help you, man. And help you to recognize them too. You gotta let the dead bury the deads. I had to learn that. Listen, I'm not giving you nothing that listen, man. Hey, you make up your own mind. This is not for you to follow me. I don't need your fucking following, nigga. Take this gem with you, and then we're good, man. Hey, love is love, nigga. I did my job. You hear me? You take that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, listen, man. Hey, listen. You give them something they never seen before. I know I'm giving them something they never seen before. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. No, it's nothing but love. But before I do so, what you do for money, man, hey, real quick, you do it badly. Shit, I know. You know what I mean? And you can only be great at something you love. You can only be great at something you love. Always know that. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, to do is to be. And what? Ooh, more fucking water. I got to be out. All right. You already know I love you guys. I sing. Bravo.